I completely forgot that the menu changed the music. So like, let me just here we go. Ooh, bass tracking a bitch low key. Ugh. Fuck it. Nothing could ruin my day right now. What the fuck? We need a third on Rivals? Homie said Rivals. I say crazy. Because I hear Peak in the background. And we're also going to be playing Peak later. Ooh. Insane. In my membrane. For those who are not watching this shit live. Fuck am I talking about? I'm turning this into a VOD. Hell no, I'm just gonna farm this shit for clips. And just post it on the socials. Hell am I talking about? If it ends up being a longer video, it is what it is. Who the hell am I playing? Let's see. I'm not gonna lie. The majority of stream, your boy got distracted. So we didn't get much reading done. And besides that long-ass 3-hour fucking no, that wasn't even a 3-hour prologue. I did get distracted by some other bits. But that was a long-ass prologue. Now I'm wondering how long these chapters are. Is what it is. Damn. I didn't even give y'all a fucking recap real quick. Coming up in a few words, let's see. MC died, came back as a clanker in literal robo racism terms, cause like there's literal robo racism now. Since he's the first I'm like transference? If that's the correct terminology, fuck man. Besides, that was just a lot of depressing shit. And seeing my goat crack jokes, like, half of the time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my goat Mary will never let me down. Unless the writer hosts her. But now we got our new handler, Natalie, after, 3 days with a B-grade AI, who tried to kill us in, like, multiple ways, metaphorically. And, well, slowly torture the MC as well, but, you know, shit happens. You don't even have time to complain to Mary before the other zesty lady in the room practically swipes away your hand and starts shaking it with all her might. As your arm starts dancing around like a worn out, like the worm at the disco, the two stunt to fight back in a way, you start to wonder, huh? That's a pretty tight grip. It must be the embarrassment she spoke of. I guess that's weird. I guess that's a weird display earlier. Wasn't just completely a bit. Natalie's movements are awkward a little at first, but soon enough, you find a way to match her fervent rhythm. Damn. Her enthusiasm is definitely noticeable, but a little much at times. But perhaps there's a little chance you will grow used to it in time. Hopefully soon. It's nice to meet you. Same here. Like you have no idea. In the midst of your formal introduction, your new handler or what Mary, or whatever Mary called her, the feline herself suddenly raised her voice. Well, don't you two look cute together? Seeing you so eager to get to know each other, how about I leave you two alone for a while? I need to sort through some of my own. Anyway, damn, my throat is dry as shit. To be fair, your boy sparked a bowl anyways. Cause like, it was the last I had left, so like, fuck it, why not? Like, I barely had enough to get a full bowl in. But I'm not gonna lie, that shit's hitting harder than I thought. Either way, I'll still be reading like this anyways. Like, fun fact. God damn. Yeah, no, I was wrong, right? Damn near lost track what I said. Your boy always had trouble since elementary school with reading. Either it was like me reading too fast or, well, the literal dyslexia. But you know, fuck it, we ball. Or did I say that before and I just forgot? Your boy Loki got a memory of a goldfish, what I'd be saying on stream half the time. That's why your boy has the archive and the clips. Speaking of which... Oh wait, yeah, I fucking forgot. Did the new sound... It did! Do they work?
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So...
We didn't learn! Comprehension. We didn't learn. I can't wait to use that. Too bad I don't got that on my soundboard because I thought it'd be funnier to put it in as a redeem. So is this. And honestly, I gave y'all the better version. Oh shit, wrong one. To be fair, I do have the little extra, like, you know, sound effect. But y'all got the umph. I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard not to get distracted with this OST on right now. Like, this shit's so fire! But I need to lock in. Like I said last stream. Mary turns away to face you, a malicious smile on her face. Don't you mind that? Wait, you don't mind that, do you? It takes you a moment to conjure up an answer, but an inspiration hits you, and your reply almost comes automatic. What? Talking to another girl for once? Of course not. Are you sure you don't mind? Huh? Cheeky. Your mood has surely improved a couple of minutes ago. So don't... You two have fun with each other, alright? See you in a bit. The ultimate weaver! Right there! My goat Mary! Locked in on business. No time to play games. But I can't wait to see my man! I need him! Yeah, I can already see something I could do with that clip. Fuck. With a final testing wink, as she turns around, Mary swiftly gets to a working computer. Well, gets to on a working computer on the other side of the room. It's not too far away. You reckon she could still hear you from the over there? Then again, you see, you've seen how absorbed Mary can get in her work when she really wants to be. So difficult to say whenever she's actually a spy on your conversation or not. You know what? I could high-key see that, because, like, when a nigga really gets locked in on reading, the outworld just goes bye-bye, my guy. It goes. It's gone. Especially when it's a good-ass story, man. The world is gone. And that's why ongoing manga pissed me off. I need more! I need more! Anything ongoing! I need more! As a reader that's consuming ongoing content, where it at, man? Video games is one thing, but the story? Where it at? Give it to me. I need it. And I am not going to lie. I have been a leaker for a JJK fan. I mean, hold up, wrong wording. I have been a up-to-date JJK fan to the point where I'm at the leaks. Where I was out where the leaks were. And low-key the mistranslations. No, the high-key mistranslations. And this is why at times, being a reader sucks ass. Because there are other parts of the media you find out that they were never there before. Like ReZero. That shit's a monolith to climb. Okay. I just realized I've been getting off track again. But you know, that's just me breaking off to my little rant. Then you see, yeah. With Mary out of the picture, or almost somewhat, with a more hesitant Natalie, with a somewhat more hesitant Natalie, tries to talk to you once more. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? I'm Natalie, your resident handyman, or woman. You know, I mean, I'm basically Mary's personal assistant. Anything she wants or needs, I'm her girl. Although I suspect I'll be a lot less of that now than I'm officially your handler. Either way, I'm sure it'll be fun. That's nice to hear. I'm looking forward to our time together already. I'm Nako. Though... Oh, God! You know what? No, don't break off into a rant. Don't break off into a rant. I've broken off to this rant so many fucking times. Oh my God, I can't. No, I shouldn't. Though I suppose you already knew that already. I did, but nothing beats hearing it from you. Words out of the lab report only tell so much about the real thing. Though you're actually the synthetic I've ever interacted with. Yeah, I already read that right. That's a totally new experience for me. So yeah, I'm a little excited. The glee in the canine voice, and the glimmer in her eyes leave no room to doubt within you. She's definitely the sort of person who wears their emotions along their sleeves. I mean, their sweater sleeves. Completely skipped that word. It's not like you didn't expect that from Pandora, much less Mary's own personal assistant. To be positive, interacting with you, but compared to interaction at the train station this morning, damn, my throat's dry as shit. You completely welcome this change of pace, quite a lot in fact. Alright, yeah. Homie did get pressed by the cops. Like, racially as much. Homie was treated like a black man in the 1950s. Like, I'm gonna be real here with y'all. Really? You never talked about... Wait, you never talked to a synthetic before? Not in person, anyway. I was absolutely running errands for Mary and keeping up with things, and I've never found the time. But I'm sure it won't be too hard getting familiarized with you. It's not all different than talking to a colleague, or anyone really. Oh god! Okay, then I think back to the prologue, right? Everything Mary says, until, and when my man comes, and certain plot points in the... I can definitely see the plot... Oh god, I can 100% see the lawsuit coming from this. Holy shit. From a lawyer standpoint, Mary might be fucked. Oh. Again, for those who missed the recap, Mary talked the MC to killing himself so he could transfer his consciousness to, well, this fucking clanker right here that I named myself. Oh, and I hate that fact so much, but that's a whole can of worms. Holy shit. That's gonna annoy me to the day I die. And I'm so glad I named the MC from Stranded Hisoka. But you know what? This is too early in the game to really regret this choice. Cause shit like this is a gamble in that VN, man. Like, oh, it's a funny self-insert until the MC does some shit you never support. Or you'll never do a day in your life. But again, that's a can for another day. Or until some real bullshit comes along. But like, looking at it from like a lawsuit standpoint, oh god, this is on some shit. I keep on forgetting what's the emotion for sad, but it's 4. I gotta remember this shit in Guilty Gear controls. That shit would be so much easier to memorize this offhand. Like, neutral, reset is dust. Neutral's just, my neutral aka my IP is 1. My blep is my kick. Flash is anger. Sad. Heavy slash, dust. 6 does nothing. That's why I do a little freaky when I'm playing fighting games on my keyboard. I honestly find it funny. But still, gaslighting someone to killing themselves, thinking their consciousness will be transferred into well, a clanker with a extremely intelligent AI, just to fuck around and find out. From a lawsuit point of view, Mary's committing war crimes. If I'm being real. And that's why I'm so glad I let this VN fester for so long. To come back to this. That's why I mainly stopped doing VN content. Seeing to be continued pissed me off so much. But, oh, peak is here. Hearing her say that, you can't help but smile once more. This girl sure is growing on you fast. Almost makes you feel bad for the way she introduced you to just now. Wait, just introduced you just now. But like, shit. Mary would be the ultimate villain if my theory's correct. Holy shit. That would be so crazy if we're going that route. I can't help but think back to that. Fuck. No wonder I get so long to get through a goddamn chapter. I'm already breaking out to my own side tangents. God damn it. Oh, I hate it here. Oh, I hate it here, man. Yeah, I can't wait to use certain things. Like that voice command, and I can't. Oh, this shit's about to be funny. But that's if I get it right, though, because sometimes that shit be weird as hell. I'm really sorry for what happened earlier with Mary. I definitely understand what you meant when you said you wanted to make a good first impression. Oh, don't worry about that. It's fine. I'm very well acquainted with now unusual Mary can be at times. At times? Okay, maybe all the time. I swear, she grows on you eventually. I think. Homie, she's the GOAT. What you mean at times? She does, well, a little bit anyway. That's my king. Labrador chuckles at your comment, eventually sharing your opinion on the topic. Either way, I really hope Mary's idea of introductions doesn't give you any weird ideas about me. Or I promise, not as crazy as she made me look. Wait, fuck, I definitely read that wrong. I promise I'm not as crazy as she made me look. She's the one who made you look crazy? You only realize you said when you only fuck. Not me getting tongue-tied. Fuck me. Fuck on me. You only realize you said when you what you said when you see it reflected in Natalie's expression. You thought I was probably supposed to wait. You thought was what? That was supposed to say that was locked up in your head, and yet whatever reason you just had to say it out loud. Yeah, I'm just roll with it. Fuck it, is what it is. Oh, I'm already fucking up here. With a little time at your disposal, the canine erupts in the airy mess. Ugh. I'm out here skipping punctuation. Fuck on me. You rapidly start mouthing off the first excuse that comes into your head. What I mean is, I don't even pay attention to any of that because I was too busy. And thinking about how awesome it would be to have you as a friend. The Labrador loudly gasped, hastily improvised, albeit not entirely in order to explain. Wait. I'm pretty sure I'm reading that shit. How the hell do you pronounce that?
Erroneous.
Erroneous. I knew damn well I was reading that shit wrong. Erroneous explanation. I'm already slipping. I'ma just roll. Really? Wow. Did you really use friend? Did you really use the word friend? With me? So soon? That's so amazing. I feel so honored. I just met my first synthetic. And he's already my friend. It's really a dream come true. Oh god. The lawsuit's gonna go fucking crazy with this one. That's all I can think about now. Damn it. And there she goes. It doesn't seem she's going to stop with praise anytime anytime soon either. On one hand, you definitely see how this sort of childish glee could be, could grow annoying in the long run, especially if you're going to be talking to her fairly regularly from now on. On the other, she's also, albeit charm to a personality, something you would wish to see you've seen a little more to all the strangers you've come across over the course of your last few days. Perhaps she's a little over the top, and her voice is a little loud enough to be the whole building. She can hear her when as she speaks. High key, that's me right there. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck. Because, like, if you've ever met me in real life, you'll tell me to my face, I'm loud as shit. Like, I am a loud ass motherfucker. I cannot control my tone. Call me Rengoku in this bitch. Especially when your boy gets passionate about what he's speaking. Shit goes crazy. Woo, fuck. What the fuck? That's it. One second, let me just... No, I'm not even gonna break onto a side tangent, because that's just siblings annoying me. Something that could have just been a simple text. She just had a knock on my door. I thought it was an emergency. Or something she needed. God damn her. Sometimes, I swear. Scared the fuck out of me. Oh, hate it here, man. Sometimes you just gotta hate your siblings. Oh, just the little things. The little things. Yeah. But we could probably get over the side of her. Like she's got much like she's got over the fact that fuels run through her veins instead of blood. Damn. Fair comparison, but damn. Okay. Maybe I'm being a little bit unprofessional right now. Oh, what I mean to say is, I'm really looking forward to working with you, Naka. Wait, you know, I just... No, that requires me to say spoilers. Damn it, no! We'll get there when we get there. I don't want to spoil. Oh, god damn it. No. We'll get there when we get there. Oh, and feel free to call me Nats. That's what everyone here calls me anyways. Oh, working with... Oh, me? Oh, you mean we're co-workers? Aren't you supposed to be working for me or something? Wait. Oh, that came out wrong. You're my servant, or... You're not my servant or anything. I mean, of course you're not. Don't worry. I totally get what you mean. Don't get me wrong. My job here is to help you. However, at the same time, it's kind of like we're both working towards the same goal. I mean, your biggest question right now is whether you're still human, right? That's what we're trying to figure out too. Me, Mary, and everyone else. No, this me playing all my chips into Mary being a villain role is putting all my chips into one basket for predicting out the story. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like now I'm really trying to think into Natalie's character into all this. Fuck no. This is me breaking into side tangents into different what ifs now. What I need to see is how far we get into the stories and to see if we get into my first what if, the court case. Let's see how Natalie's feeling with the MC with the court case. If Natalie is playing midfield, shit's about to go crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if she's playing fully Team Mary, Mary will be the greatest fucking character I've ever seen. With the greatest what if in this story's history, if one thing isn't confirmed. Did she really commit murder? And I'm not gonna lie, from a third person's perspective, she's looking villainous as shit right now. Fuck! Okay, let me stop breaking off into side tangents. I can't help myself, I'm not gonna lie. That's what we're trying to find out too. Oh wait, no, I already read that. You contribute to the projects by simply existing, and I contribute by teaching you how to exist. It's a symbiotic relationship. Floof? Welcome, Flurk. How's your day? How's your vibe, fam? Welcome. Huh? When you put it like that, it's kind of hard to disagree. Glad you're with me on this. I'm super excited with the road ahead of us. Finding answers to life's greatest questions, finding out the solutions to humanity's greatest problems. It's like the third reason of why I joined Pandora. And I guess the reason why you're here. You're here too. So I'm looking forward to doing this. Doing all that and more. Working by your side. The words come out of Natalie's mouth are somewhat predictable coming from a young researcher like her. But also seems like as genuine as her personality. She seems to take pride in her work here. And her aspirations are quite commendable indeed. My day is the good day, not bad. Typo, type shit, fam. I get what you mean. It's good to hear that your day's doing good, fam. Like, I gotta know. You here for the VN content too? Or are you here for the Bussy 4D? Or shall I say Bubsy for the normies out there? Cause like, I'm not gonna lie. Once that 3-hour mark hits, we're switching straight to seeing what the new levels are looking like. And no, I won't be switching my skin. Hell no. Still, the third reason why? You wonder what the other reason behind joining Pandora could be. Probably questions for another time, you guess. For another time, yeah, you guess. Low-key tripping me up. Yeah, same here. Thanks for the encouragement, Nat. The girl giggles to herself like a squirrel girl upon hearing you use her nickname, but soon merges to bringing herself to stop. No need to thank me. Just glad to be of help. Oh no! No, now that I'm really thinking about the B gradient AI and the intentions of that. Like, oh no, this shit's the lawsuit. The lawsuit might be going crazy if this goes where I think it's going. If the writer is thinking how I'm thinking, this shit might go crazy. Oh, damn it. No, I can't be breaking out the side tangents. Or else it will just be 3 hours of me side tangenting. I need to get at least more of this chapter in and not have us be just part way through chapter 2. We need to be in depth at least. No need to thank me. I'm just glad to be here of help. You're honestly quite happy with how your conversation has been going so far. With the amount of people you can regularly chat with has dropped down to a single has dropped down to the single digits. Conversing and hanging out with are swiftly becoming your favorite activities. Although perhaps you should asking for some useful questions. Now that your introductions are finally out of the way. So, you seem to have accepted the idea of synthetics pretty fast. Even I still can't wrap my head around it, and I'm literally one of them. Are you sure you haven't met any others before me? Not even like glanced at one at the hallways or something? Speaking of, you've yet to see another synthetic yourself. You expected to be placed a stack full of them, and yet you haven't seen a single one of them for the last 2 weeks. Curious and slightly unsettling. Nope. Believe it or not, you're the only one who lives nearby for now. Who lives nearby for now? Really? But I thought this was Pandora's Labs HQ. It is. But Pandora facilities are all over the globe, and many of them are equipped with the same tech that was used to help you transition. This is far from the only place where the magic happens, I assure you. Huh? There go my theories that one of the downstairs was a one-off prototype, I guess. Well, the technology is still experimental, but I believe we're all past that stage. After all, we're trying to save the lives of so many people close to death. You can't risk flying them here from all over the world, and that's safer to do in small facilities already. On one site, and so no time is wasted. I see. So I wasn't the only one who was approached with this dire circumstances like that. Daddy Nako, what's good, nor my illegitimate child. I swear to God, I'm slipping up on that word. How's your day? How's your vibe? But, I can't help. When I think of the thoughts of the MC and seeing this conversation play out, I still can't help but think of the lawsuit. Illegit. Wait. Legit, I'm doing great. Val, I'm doing great. Gride. I'm doing fine, fam. Ugh. Your boy's out here slipping up in the speech. Fuck me. But your boy's doing a vibe. Your doing alright. Your boy is hype. Going through more of this peak game, and then we're gonna be playing with our bussy later. Like we're having a vibeful stream. This is about to go crazy, man. But still, would this lawsuit still be an inevitable? No, I still feel like it. As long as they had Mary under their corpse, I feel like this lawsuit might have been an inevitable. With how my goat is moving. You're not sure how to feel about this revelation. On one hand, it's very nice of Pandora to give a new chance of life to people who would have otherwise had none. On the other, you wonder whether it's only because the people that was close to dying are far less likely to reject their offer. Regardless, this isn't the time to be debating things such as these. It's best to get the conversations back on track before you start losing your mind yet again. You got me wondering, if there are laboratories equipped with equipped to transitions people all over the world, does that mean other synthetics live elsewhere too? Pretty much. Just about everyone else is currently living in specialized facilities across the globe, away from regular humans. The idea is to get you guys comfortable with the safe environments for all the while. For a while. No! God! Every word I read is just lawsuit, lawsuit, lawsuit! What the fuck? Like, every word out of everyone's mouth, every thought out of this motherfucker's head is a lawsuit. But like, my goat Mary's about to go crazy. And thank you, Nora, for the 17 stream streak. Since I'm already here, set some child support with me, cough drops. Homie, you're already part of the guild if you're already following. Go order on the fucking DoorDash account. And that's not my child support payment. That's you being a guild member. And shit, you got a guild VIP member. So you know you got that dash pass as well. And shit. Damn, I had a bit lined up. I lost my train of thought. Damn it, no, I lost my train of thought. Hate it here. But yeah, lawsuit. Didn't lose that train of thought. Hate losing a joke's train of thought, man. Fucking sucks. Yeah, I stopped right here. That way, you could get accustomed to your new lives in peace, and wait until the climate surrounding this technology could become a little more amendable. An uneasy silence follows until Natalie finds a new way to break the silence. That was the idea anyway. But I hear you, instead of getting back to a regular life sooner than anyone else. That's interesting. Oh god. All I hear is just lawsuit coming their way. And I can't wait to see my man. Lawsuit and my man. You feel your gaze shying away from Natalie's, even though the Labrador probably didn't even mean to put you on the spot. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a easy choice to make. But I couldn't stand him being occupied up here for any. I couldn't stand getting cooped up here anymore. I didn't become a synthetic just so I could be locked up in some laboratory or another. N- not that. Not that. So, what you, I thought what you did to all those others. I was treated fairly while I lived here. And I didn't mean to offend you by. It's fine. I know you probably assumed the worst when you chose to join us. But. But we're not that bad. In fact, most of the other synthetics chose to isolate themselves of their own free will. I guess they figured out that it was better this way until the world got a little bit nicer. But yep, I figured it may have had something to do with it. I can't blame them. After spending 3 days in the other world there, spending 3 days with other world out there. But you did go out there. You chose to head back into the other world knowing how hard it would be. I can't help but wonder why. You take a deep breath as you wonder how best to answer the Labrador's perplexities. Well, I didn't know about the others, but I became a synthetic so that I could continue from where I left off, so I could go back to normal life how I used to have. I can't afford that. I can't afford to do that here, no matter how cozy the life is, no matter how nice the researches may be. This isn't my home. My home is out there, and I'm determined to rebuild it no matter how long it may take. Natalie seems rather amazed by your determination, and even a little taken aback. Wow, that's so powerful. I'm surprised. Damn it! Thinking about it from a lawsuit perspective, Mary is eating with the MC. I can't wait. I can't wait for a certain character to get introduced. For those who have not seen the early TikTok content, they know who I'm talking about. And that's before the rewrite. With the rewrite, I can't wait to see what the author has in store. Well, I'm happy for your request was I'm happy your request was approved. That's for sure. You're the first synthetic that tried to coexist alongside regular humans after all. I'm sure there's a lot of data that could be discovered throughout. That could be discovered through you, and that would never be able to get through other be able to gather in the give me a sec, I need to breathe. God, got my fucking self lightheaded. Telling y'all, I do be reading too fast. Can't help myself. High key. It's like a flow state. Where the fuck was I? Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of data that we could discover through you, and that we could never be able to gather in the lab environment. Is that why you're so excited? Yo, god damn it. Damn! All that shit happened during an ad? Unfortunate. Fuck. Have to wait until the ad's over. Well, for those who didn't catch it in the ad, my bad. Had to take a breather. Well, I won't deny that. As a researcher, the prospect of learning all sorts of new knowledge is very exciting. But I'm also happy, you know? For you, I mean. You're you're really strong enough to head back to out there, to fight to reclaim what's yours. Eh, That really, that means we're doing something right here at Pandora. That our research has a purpose after all. That's very nice of you to hear, Nats. Wait, that's very nice to hear, Nats. Oh. Out here reading that shit wrong again. Welcome people from the ads. How's y'all day? How's y'all vibe? Hopefully the ads were good. Steven! 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 I'm gonna not read this out loud because, like, my impatient ass really wants to know what happened. Like, and that's what I'm assuming you want me to do. But like, if you're having tea like this, don't let me know soon, cause now you're just making me impatient as shit. Like, what the fuck? This is a long ass paragraph. Fuck this. I'm not reading this right now. Hell no. That's a long ass paragraph. Fuck that shit. I need to read. Well, fuck you, Steven. Trying to distract me. What the hell are we doing? You could have said this shit while I was playing Bubsy. And I said I was playing Bubsy, but no! What the fuck, man? This is later? Then tell me later! Like, don't tell me ASAP! You know me, nigga. You know I'll read that shit in an instant! If you're about to... Homie, if you're telling me just... You're the DM, I'm most likely gonna read it at some point. Especially if it's tea, man. If this is tea... This shit is tea. I am impatient when it comes to tea. You know this. Especially if you're the one bringing me the tea. Like, willingly bringing me the tea. I have never asked the information about this in my life. Mind you. Like, let's not get this twisted. Like, I always let it up to the people if they want to share the tea or not. Because that's info that they want to share or not. That's up to them. If they don't want to share info, that's on them. And I respect that. Like, I'm not about to fucking go dig around, my nigga. That shit is effort. Like, digging around for drama is effort. Oh, god damn it. Now it broke me off to another side tangent. We already wasted enough time. The thought definitely shines a new light on your personal journey home. You might not have known Natalie for long, but she's already done wonders on your inspiration and morale. The least you could do is try and repay her helpfulness. In that case, and since we're on the topic, how would I go about helping you gather all this knowledge? You're already doing that by going out there and living a normal life, as normal as it gets anyways. Every step you take and every little victory you achieve bring us closer to our goal. That is making sure other synthetics can live the same kind of life as you do. After all, it would be pointless to live forever if the rest of the world has shunned you away at every turn. That's why we need androids like you, providing. That's why we need androids like you, who are providing it to people out there that they're just the same as them, so they could get accustomed to you, and starting to believe in the project, and starting to believe in the project a little for their own sakes as well as yours. I'm pretty sure this also breaks like what? How many religions? Like, shit's crazy. I think that's the idea anyway. I see. I never thought. Oh, damn. That's another thought that came across my mind. Damn. I see. I never thought of. Damn, I can't help but think back to that. It's just token, you know? I need to walk in. I see. Never thought it's just me living on my own could help you to this extent. And not just us. After all, as public perception of synthetics improves, you might just inspire other synthetics to step out into the world as well. I'd love to have you meet other people, like you in the future. Even though right now they live far away, I'm sure they'd love to feel a ton better about yourself. Wait, you'd feel a ton better about yourself? Yeah. I don't know about that. I'm not great when it comes to formal meetups. Well, we could always just keep it casual, and it doesn't have to be formal if you're cool with it. I don't know. I feel like it would be a lot more easier for me to invite you out for lunch than another synthetic. I never even heard of before. Hearing your hasty worded comment, Natalie's eyes suddenly light up like stars. Whoa, did you just ask me out? No, I was just trying to make an example. The Labrador laughs off the embarrassment, though her cheeks remain as red as tomatoes. I know. Still, that was a super cute. I'm going to be blushing for the rest of the week at this rate. Please don't. But yeah, if you ever feel like you're going out, going out together, feel free to invite me anytime. And since we're going to be working together for the foreseeable future, you might as well grow close to friends while we're at it. As the dog starts hopping in place like a little kid at a candy shop, cute giggles escaping her lips, you end up blushing a little yourself. Natty is definitely had some interesting ways of showing her excitement, and that's for sure. And not a lot of ways to hide it. It would seem. Aw, you're the best! I'm definitely gonna take you up on that offer one day. I'm so excited. Where do you want to go? A restaurant? Downtown? A stadium? Oh, there's a neat little retro arcade near my place that I always wanted to. Wow, I leave you alone for 5 minutes and you're already planning a date? You sure are a player. Oh, God, this shit is never gonna stop bothering me. Nako. Suddenly startled by a sound of a woman's voice, gleefully poking around at the fact that you as she approaches. God damn it, fuck it. Just roll with it. Mary joins the two of you faster than anyone could ever notice her. A smug grin already plastered on her face. How did you do that? Ugh. No, damn well I read that shit awkwardly. I didn't hear you walking the way here. Well, I'm a cat, Nako. Ugh, God. You never stop bothering me. You could always say being stealthy comes naturally to me. Besides, by the time you could reach my age, you're either dead. Wait, you're either dead. Oh, you've picked up a trick or two that could prevent that. Huh? Wait, how old are Mary? It wasn't like that. Stop trying to make it seem. Stop trying to make everything sound so stupid. He's probably already thinks I'm weird without your help. Come on. It's not like you know it's not true. She's just having a laugh at your expense. Don't let her win so easily. Ha! Looks like someone's already caught up with my antics. Impressive. Oh, shut up, you. Oh. And come on and help fix me already. Damn. Homie had more attitude than I thought. With Mary's help, you soon managed to calm down the Labrador enough that she can fuck. No, dry mouth. That she can form coherent sentences again. Mary's antics sure are a handful sometimes. How Natalie hasn't gotten used to them already is beyond you. However, as soon as the room seems to turn into a semblance of calm, at least. Oh yes! 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 Oh my god! Yes! I will never forget his dialogue box ever in my life. Oh, I fucking hate this desk. I hate this desk sometimes. Ooh, damn near peeled my nail. Luckily I did no damage. I fucking hate this. I can't wait. I can't wait. Y'all can't. Oh, y'all don't understand. When I say my man, I say my man. Dr. Shelley, are you in there? A stern, booming voice beckoned Mary beyond the doctor. Wait, what? A booming voice beckons Mary from beyond the door, making you all jump from the others. Ah! God damn it. Making you all jump at once. It's strong, intense, distinctively masculine. I fucking can't. I fucking can't with myself sometimes. And it doesn't sound at all like anyone you've ever met, however. Something about this tone and urgency already has you on edge. You glance over to the two women before you. Looking for answers, Natalie appears frightened beyond her description, while Mary looks so resigned than anything else. Come on, what does he want of all times? I don't know. Oh dear, do you think he's mad at me? Unlikely. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't even know you exist half the time. He's definitely coming for me. He's always has a reason to come for me. Unless the cat face turns to you an inquisitive gaze in her eyes. A clear lack of explanation is rarely a starting. Oh, never mind. I already see it. It's the cops. The clear lack of explanation is really starting to bother you. I'm sorry. Can someone please explain to me what's going on? Before you can utter another word, you hear the entrance to the you hear the entrance to a room slamming wide open, immediately triggering your one-on-one your fight or fight instincts. Ah, yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh. One second. Son of a bitch. Oh, I couldn't get the screenshot. Oh, I can't. Sorry, just guys, take this little guy off the table real quick. Damn it, no. This is perfect. My man. Oh, my man. And his theme as well. Oh, my man. It's perfect. The figure of a powerful, imposing dragon stands near the door frame. His smooth long tail, swings widely behind him as he enters, almost crackling like a whip. I'd let him do anything to me. I swear on everything. I do anything. I do anything to be with him. Oh! It's y'all don't understand how fine he is. Look, there is someone else who I think is fine as fuck, but not as fine as him. Never as fine as him. He's in this VN as well, but he's never as fine as him. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. He makes no eye contact with you as he approaches nor addresses. Nor does he address. Fuck. Out here skipping words again, god damn it. He makes no eye contact with you as he approaches, nor does he glance at the Labrador as he hid herself behind you as soon as he approached. No. The only thing he's interested in is the irritated scientist on the other side of the room. His deep black eyes are locked in with hers in a battle for dominance, like a dangerous plunge into flesh. And all the while, he grips a large tablet like a weapon, almost threatening to crush its fragile screen and its large claws alone. Good afternoon, Dr. Shelley. I see your office remains as messy as ever. I hope you don't mind me trampling over some of these papers scattered along. Scattered about while I'm here. Papers that I believe I've asked you to pick up numerous times. The dragon's voice almost rings hollow as a tomb. I can't. Every time my eyes look anywhere near him, it's just fine. Absolute fineness. Mary appears unadulterated. If slightly annoyed. I'll say the opposite for a second. Have a bad habit of saying that. She musters as a as a nonchalant reply as she can. Though you can tell through that her tone doesn't match her true feelings. Well, if it isn't Jasper complaining about things that I was just about to do as per usual, Jasper barely raises an eyebrow at Mary's clear propagation. Dr. Shelley, I asked that a month ago. Did you know? Well. Did you now? Well. I've just been so busy of late. I couldn't, I simply couldn't find the time. I'm surely you understand. Right. Busy. The Drake shoots a sharp glaze in your direction, which has somehow sent enough of a heartbeat in your craze. Into your sends a heartbeat into a craze. Oh yeah, there I go, skipping words again. You're not sure why, but you have a feeling that this man isn't here to praise or commend you as freely as the other two women in the room. That I can believe. I know firsthand how busy this new synthetic of yours has been keeping everyone here. As you try to grasp what this Jasper person could be talking about, you hear Mary raise a voice once again. So, what do I owe the sudden unexpected and totally unscheduled visit? I know you're not very keen on you seeing unless you have to. I have my reasons. One of them being I wish to see the latest black hole in our finances with my own eyes. Yeah? From his perspective, yeah. From the lawsuits to the financial damages into, well, everything in this project in general, especially when it comes to killing a man, this shit would send his company under. Like, when I mean under, I mean absolutely under. Like, the sinking ship this company has is insane when it comes to the MC alone. The Drake grows even closer, his pitch dark eyes firmly locked onto yours. Or frightened reciprocation. Wait, what the fuck? Or frightened reciprocation on your. Wait. Yeah. Do not know how to pronounce that shit. So Google it is. Whoa.
Representation.
Representation, goddammit. Fucking hate it here. Representation on your visor anyways. Your first instinct is to run away, for the rapidly encouraging threat is only to fear or crushing Natalie. Damn, what a bitch! Homie said, he scares me. I need to run away. Even though he's a fucking clanker. If it were me in this situation, mink, run away. Isolation, damn. Rogue AI. Let me stop. Your first instinct is to run away from the rapidly encroaching threat. It's only your fear of this It's only your fear of crushing Natalie in your retreat that stops you from doing so. Except as you turn to look at the Labrador, you realize She's nowhere to be seen. Damn! You soon spot her hiding in a corner of the room, far away from the action, as she can be, staring at you in terror as you come closer and closer to the storm. And speaking of, right as you turn around, you immediately find yourself in Jasper's angry muzzle, as mere inches away from your own. Could have been me. You must be the new synthetic knuckle, correct? I've heard a lot of things about you. I see. Before you can inquire for an explanation, the man's expression instantly sours, and and his voice grows heavily with the rage with the rage he was holding back a mere minutes ago. You're a troublesome heap of trash, is what you are. You don't have any idea a lot of trouble you've caused me. You've caused this company because of your decisions to leave the laboratories. Oh yeah, look at him. Look at that little teeth he's showing. Oh my god. Swear, if you put this dragon in my face, he will unlock new kinks I would never do in real life. Like, I swear, I'm telling you this right now. Let me stop. Let me fucking stop. You're a troublesome heap of trash. Is that you are? You have no idea the amount of trouble you've caused to this company because of your decisions to leave the labs. Your reckless actions are beyond reprehensible. The amount of work and money you've cost us establishment, is in the last few days, is bigger than the yearly revenue of a small company. Did you even consider all of this whimsical decisions to return to your old life, based on nothing more than a senile hag's advice? You feel like you're standing in the midst of an eruption. In the midst of an eruption, as the man throws insult after insult your way. Somehow you never lose his composure, or raising his voice as he does so. But you're quickly to get tired of the random jerks shouting in your face for some reason. And the thought of putting this man in his place, like you did that officer earlier, is more more tempting than it has earlier. But you'd rather avoid doing anything drastic before you assembled the full picture, and so you decided to ask the clarifications in the far suitable way. What? Sorry, I don't think we've met before. Who are you again? The Drake scoffs at your impolite query, clearly unamused. Really? You never told him? Would you believe me if I said I never came... To be fair, it never did. In the background information, at least. You never believed me if I said it never came up. Right. Of course it never did. I can see why you're a scientist and not at all a teacher very well. Someone needs to formally introduce the synthetic to the economy, and it might as well be me. He briefly paused, as if to gather his energy, and then his resources resumed his explanation. With the same coldness and distant in distance in his voice that you're hereby accustomed to. I'm Jasper Morgan, CEO of Pandora Inc. You know, the administrator of the company who owns the building, these facilities, these researchers, and you, of course. The what now? The CEO? Well, that would have been awkward to imagine, telling Mary's own supervisor to get lost. You definitely dodged a bullet there. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Type shit. Type shit so far. Oh, so far. The MC ain't doing some ignorant shit I wouldn't do. Alone off of how he was chewing out Mary, I would have stood 10 foot. 10 hut, homie. The context clues would have been crazy. Definitely dodged a bullet there. You never really out to think of your better judgment for staying your own of staying for your own tongue in spite of the challenge, although it doesn't look like the Drake has many interactions of saying that or any of intentions of saying this. Don't think for a moment that this means you'll find that I find you endearing, however, assuming that you can even think. I merely remind you of whose advice I'm merely reminding you of whose advice, whose orders you're really supposed to listen to. The dragons. Shit, if it was me. Look, if I'm being realistic, certain extent to some places. But if it gets me in the same bed as him, I'd do anything. The dragon speaks to you with a certain contentment in his voice. And that you definitely didn't expect from anyone in his position. From anyone else in the company, rather. After all, according to Mary, Pandora's greatest achievement, a miracle of a scientist. So why does that main threat so why does this man treat you so poorly? It certainly doesn't make asking further queries any easier. Though, to keep your resentment hidden inside for now, for the time being. Pardon me, but do I really recall you giving me any advice in the past? Or orders for that matter? As hideous as the implications behind that word are. That is correct, truth be told. I trust Mary to give you a good idea the things that you were and weren't supposed to do in my stead. But like always, what the fuck? The Grandalos leap the what? Yeah. No, damn well. I'm about to mispronounce that. The Grandiose? No, Grandiose? The fuck does that even mean?
Grandiose.
Oh no, I didn't read that correctly. Hell yeah! Yeah, once I saw a bit of the definition of the word, sounds about right. She was basically just scrubbing out some of the details, and while giving her a not even false presenting. She botched the information for real. But like anyways, that was a grandiose leap of judgment. Allow me to rectify that mistake. The man takes yet another step forward. But the cat quickly slips between you two. Listen, whatever you think now, forget it. give Nako permission to return to his old life. I gave Nako the permission to return to his old life for a reason. It would be necessary to It was necessary to step for our project, both to show the public the merit of our work, and we could start analyzing the data that. Yes, I'm very well aware of how you justified it to the owners. A load of nonsense, really. If you really ask me, it was enough to convince them to let you do as you please for it yet another time. Excuse me? Who are the owners again? I know, the empty has to be the fucking blank state. Of the fucking, oh my god. This shit is absolutely insane. The Drake sighs as he shakes his head yet again, quite clearly upset at all the questions that you've been asking. Did you tell your little pet anything in the briefing? The time he was here? Without even waiting for an answer, the Drake turned to face you yet again. The owners are the shareholders of Pandora Inc. They own the cash this company needs to survive. The same cash that your little friends are so eagerly to toss in the drain. Unfortunately, as of late, they've all become more and more disintent with their duties, opting out instead of delegating everything to their absolute buffoon, not the doctor over there. Oh please, you think it's a recent development? The owners have been trusting me in my team for so long, before you even started working here. And with that luck, they realized the flaws in that decision long ago before they're even gone. But oh my god. Because coming from the shareholders' perspective, again, this is just me predicting. This is the point I stopped off with, like, what? Fuck, I forgot where I stopped off, honestly. I'm only remembering bits and pieces. And, like, core plot points that could really help in the lawsuit. Like, that's the only thing I'm remembering. And, you know, the shit I already recorded in on the TikTok. And that's like, what, maybe chapter 5? I'm predicting. But let's return to us, shall we? I wasn't quite finished talking with the android. And believe me, we have much to discuss. Again, me missing the punctuations. He makes as if to take another step forward. But once again, the cat refuses to let him get any closer. If you do anything you wish to discuss with him, you might as well mention it to me first. If you have anything to wish to discuss with him, you might as well discuss it with... Again, there I go, skipping words. But y'all got the point. Jasper hesitates for a moment, pondering over what to do, before ultimately acquiescing to the woman's request. Very well. If you insist on shedding the glorified toaster from his mistakes, then I might as well chastise you for them as well. Besides, the android has already known what he did. The maelstrom of rage boiled down underneath the imitating Drake. Oh yeah, the cops. The intimidating Drake's voice threatening to spill out at any moment's notice. You instantly taken back to the strange wondering. All you can think about in high stress, in the in this high stress situation, is what the CEO could possibly be referring to. What could he possibly done today that would have the fucking cops? It was the literal cops. Who? What else would it be done? Or in the midst of your pondering, the reptile starts fiddling with the tablet, the device he brought with him, before he could quickly handing out over to the doctor. I thought it appropriate to show you the neat little video that is currently making the rounds across the web. I figured you'd be interested in giving subject to the recording. Aw, is it a puppy video? I love puppy videos. How did you know? I fucking love this man. My goat is too much. It's in fact very much not a puppy video. Unless of course you are talking about that untrained mutt over there. Yeah, move. Yeah, more vitaler. Wait, Vitaler? Vitaler feely spool. Wait, Vitaler? I'm having trouble with my eyes. Vitaler freely. Pretty sure damn well I'm mispronouncing this. Vital lawyer? What the fuck?
Vitriol.
Vitriol. What? Yeah, vitriol. I knew damn well I was mispronouncing and misreading that. That makes sense. Vitriol, freely spewed against you. Though you must suspect, at the time, it's someone far more justified. You see for yourself. As the video began to play, you immediately hear the sounds of the crowds of commotion at the train station. Oh no. You realize what's going on. Long before you hear the voice of shouting out in the background of the recording. You almost forgotten about the incident of this morning and the many things you said and did as you tried to free yourself from the grasp of those two policemen. Until now, you felt as though your reaction was entirely justified, especially of what Mary told you a few days earlier. However, you're forced to relive these events once again. You begin to realize just how dire the consequences of your actions might be. The video continues to play in Mary's hand. You hear Jasper address you once again. I think this footage needs for no further comment. I don't know what extent you comprehend of consequences of your actions. Synthetic. Well, of your. Oh, damn! I knew damn well I read that shit awkwardly. You knew the consequences of your actions. Synthetic. But I trust even you understand the problem here. You openly rebelled, insulted, and borderline assaulted two officers of the law in broad daylight, no less. Do you have no idea what you just did? Or what you just caused? Yeah, that lawsuit is going to go fucking crazy, bro. Now I'm remembering. Oh god, now I'm remembering a different thing. But that's for a later date. taken aback by sudden accusations leveled leveled against you. Nevertheless, you try to defend yourself with overwhelming evidence Jasper presented. I know the police department as likely is out of my wait. I know the police department likely has it out for me, but for you, who said anything about you? I'm talking about the company, our brand, our reputation, everything. He does not know. That's how you know this. Damn. But this only begs one question. Like this, if the what if is the MC has a soul, that would mean two things. The lawsuit would go crazy, or Aunt Mary would be the greatest baller of them all. Those are the two options. In either way, Mary would be my GOAT. Fuck. Our reputation, everything. What? That's what you threatened. With your reckless actions, not yourself. I couldn't care less if those idiots compacted you into the trash and left you to rot in a ditch somewhere. But that's not what the government and lackeys will come for. No, they'll be coming for us. Legal battles for tens or thousands or billions of dollars. Not one. One after the other, after another. I can already imagine the headache. The reptile suddenly turns his head to the female line once again, choosing to forego his rage in favor of pure, unbridled disdain. Needless to say, there's likely enough to get your entire project shut down, Dr. Shelley. If the people out there are suspicious of the dangers of synthetics posed to the world before, now they'll have every reason to be certain of it. Not contain, certain. Do you fully comprehend the situation, Doctor, dearest? Or would you be going to... Or are you too stubborn? Or are you too stubborn until the end? Not me slipping. The schizophrenia hit hard right there. And welcome, Ray. How's your day? How's your vibe? This is what happens when you let an overhyped text-to-speech program freely act without consequence. Then I let you act freely without consequence. When I let you act freely without consequence. The cat remains silent as she finishes watching the video. She definitely ponders something in that head of hers, though neither you nor the reptile could fathom what could that be. However, eventually... Are you finished? Oh yeah! My goat better go off! Y'all finna see my goat cook! Look at her! Come on now, can't you hear how ridiculous you sound? You're making as if the situation looked far more scary than it really is. Mary's cocky words and even cockier attitude somehow managed to stun the Drake, even if only for a brief moment. Excuse me? Come on. You got all that from a 10-minute video of an American rightfully standing up against an oppressive police force? Ain't no way she's really trying to hide this under the First Amendment right now. No, this ain't even the First Amendment. No, this is the First Amendment. Because all he did was insult and try to disarm the situation. It's not like he tried to fight back. No, either way. From a legal standpoint, I don't think Mary's taking this one. No matter what the context is. From the legal standpoint, this shit is fucked. I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! How are you? I'm doing good, fam. I'm not gonna lie. The more I read, the more I see is legal battle chapter. That shit is coming no matter what. There is no avoiding. It's not the matter of when. I mean, not if. It's when. And when that happens, that's when shit's really about to hit the fan, and I can't wait. When the fucking legal battle arc starts, I'm gonna be jumping for joy. Like a kid in a candy shop. I don't see anything to be scared of in this video. I'm only proud. Have you finally lost your mind? No. I'm just reading the comments. The woman's hands the tablet back to its owner, who began scrolling through the comments at supersonic speed, while further explains to her point. You'll find most of the people who saw the video, including those who uploaded it in the first place, are cautiously supportive of our little android actions. Sure, there's a stable minority out there quite as exuberated, but contrasts are always to be expected. As I'm sure you're always quite known as well. A younger demographic especially, among these vast vocal amount of these supportive for Neko's actions. But I'm sure the older ones won't take long to start showing their support. I'm not gonna lie. If this legal battle goes her way, this will be the best play I've ever seen in history. And all the things I've read, when it comes to the legal system, absolute baller. Right. Jasper puts down the tablet and begins to wonder about something, muttering his words under his breath. Nothing you could even pick up. Meanwhile, Mary keeps doubling down on her incredible claims. Not quite enough to fully convince everyone of our synthetic humanity, but I believe this is a great advertisement for our one and up and coming projects. Look at that, already thinking ahead. The Drake audibly scoffs upon hearing the feline's thoughts on the matter. Free advertising? Of course. Of course our lawyers will be very glad to hear that we're spending our money on them instead of our PR team. After all, it doesn't matter that the people think that the android what the people think of that android, if the government decides to crack down on this whole operation and find a little reason to believe they would, and I find little reason to believe that they won't. But I beg to disagree. Again, the drink raises both of his eyebrows, and his voice, as patient, grows thinner. Surely you jest. That thing literally disregarded the orders of two officers, insulted them into their faces, and tossed them to the ground like ragdolls. People might be quick to forgive such crimes, but authorities won't be as lenient. Like, if I'm being real, he has a point. The public may say one thing, but at the end of the day, he did break law enforcement. If he was a person, he would have resisted arrest by shoving them off to the side, no matter the context. Shit, if it was me, call my lawyer, bitch. right? Let's not bring up the EDP documentary. That shit brings up unbridled anger. The way he, no, it's the facts. I don't want to die. The unbridled anger will cause me to side tangent. That's why, because I came up on a video of people yeah. Now I remember. Hassan Piker. Nigga was saying, yeah, that EDP documentary was fake. Yada yada. Play this bit for a character, and you know, documentary. And people were actually falling for that shit. And of course, it was niggas following Drama Alert. What the fuck are we doing? I wanna fight his best friend? Homie, I'm gonna just keep the drama. I'm gonna keep the EDP shit. Just a pin right here, fam. As much as I love drama, I need to lock in on this book. We only got an hour and a half until Bubsy come along. And I really want to get through this. Gotta lock in. People might be quick to forget such, but yep. Mary doesn't even flinch as she dismisses Jasper's entire point, as if it were a tantrum. Simply put, I find it very hard to believe that Neko could be convicted of those crimes. Fuck you mean? I could definitely see a way how he could be convicted of some crimes. Especially when it comes to the officers of the law and resisting detainment. Especially with how much officers like to play. But like, with him, he's a special case. That's a case. Homie's on a thin delicate of like, you know, being human, trying to see if he's actually human or not, and well, legal action. He does not see the bigger picture. He's only focused on himself. Which I get it, it focuses more on his humanity to put terms at play. But still, it's pretty dampening on a wallet coming from a legal perspective. Like, legal perspectively, this is fucking money right here. Oh, shit would go crazy. Mary doesn't even flinch as she dismisses Jasper's. Yep. Simply put, I find it very hard to believe that Neko could be convicted. Yep. Then perhaps you'd outright to transition to a new brain because that one's clearly not working, and evidence is as clear as day. Evidence, you say? Why, I doubt there's plenty evidence of our crime synthetic here cannot currently commit. Both you and the Drake could struggle to understand what in the world the cat could possibly be talking about. Excuse me? What in the world are you raving about this time? It's strange. I thought I sent you a memo about that already. Well, it happens. The cat gets the Labrador. In the corner, a coy smile. To which later, she quietly nods. God damn it. Not me tripping up again. Natalie swiftly heads behind Mary's desk and picks up a handful of documents among many, and then hands them over to Jasper, and never once daring to look at him in the eyes as she does so. As the canine quickly returns to her in a neat little hiding spot, and the reptile has already working analyzing the papers, Mary briefly explains her contents. Mary briefly explains the contents to the both of you. These documents are from the initial long-term who I tasked to analyze the current normative environment surrounding the synthetics and their inner knowledge on most congressmen in positions on the matter. And as you're aware, our current objective is to find out the definitive proof of the synthetic and living beings with the same intelligence in the right as many other humans. And however, this is the only it's only us that could only be concerned of that. Homie just trying to sugarcoat and just paint in his terminology. Yeah, we're just trying to see if we're able to replicate someone and put inside an AI. We're trying to clone people and put it in AI. In her specifically, soul transference. Shit is insane. However, stop. Yeah, I've already saw that too, fam. Fortnite X Persona. I couldn't believe my eyes myself. Fortnite about to make money. Half with the same rights being a human. As you're aware, our current objective is to find a definitive proof that synthetics are living beings. With the same intellect and rights as any other human. However, it's not only us who'd like to be certain of that. Congress is currently debating that the very question as we speak, with no clear answer yet. By the looks of it, things, they might as well be able to reach a consensus until the very end of this year, of next year at least. They're debating on whether I'm human or not. Oh my, like that's the thing. That alone is a can of worms of itself. With the prologue now, and what we have in the story in general, I'm really not sure if this whole I've transferred my consciousness into this body is a thing that would fly, you know? But let's see, let's have this author cook. The idea that humanity or lack thereof could be the deciding factor by a bunch of powerful men is just like that. Desolating, to say the very least. Noticing your discomfort, Mary's quickly to explain herself further. As far as the law is concerned anyway, I'm pretty touchy on the subject, you know? That's not what you want to hear. As a lawyer, that's exactly not what you want to hear. Like, holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. As a lawyer, this is not what you want to hear, Brody. What the fuck are we talking about? The current law system was built around humans who are entitled to specific rights and must follow specific duties because they're human. It's only because this human status that someone can be prosecuted under the law of example. It's only because this human status is someone because yeah, oh my god, that's true though. That's the loophole. If he's getting sued 5D chess. Oh my god, the 5D chess is fucking insane. The more I think about it, the more I feel like this is about to go absolutely horribly. Because I just keep on thinking back to that prologue. And the what if. If the MC's soul and the MC's consciousness is not inside that AI, legally, she is absolutely fucked. Holy shit. The way Mary's cooking, absolutely. And I said this from the get-go. Mary is my goat. Like, she may be insane, but holy shit, man. Cooking it in the kitchen. But like, here's the thing. Here's my one mistake about Mary. She went about this wrong, and I'll go about that in a later period. Because of one thing and one thing only. And that requires me to spoil, and I fucking hate spoiling. It's just... After all, it'd be ridiculous to indict a pet cat for scratching their owner, or a car because the engine is somehow busted all of a sudden. To prosecute you for a crime that you spontaneously committed would be something that would be admitting you to something like that. That'd be something as admitting you who are that admitting you the same as their cognitive level as a human being. An idea that many of those politicians are vehemently opposed to. Well, time for the definition check again. Like, I got the context clues of what it means, but I like the exact definition as well.
Vehemently.
Oh, vehemently.
Vehemently.
Vehemently. Never mind, I just mispronounced that shit. I'm out here mispronouncing that shit. Never mind. Vehemently opposed to. Ugh. It doesn't take long for you to anticipate what the scientist is hinting at, hinting at, in spite of how utterly unbelievable the mere thought of it is. So, you're saying I can't commit crimes now? No shit, Sherlock! What the fuck are we talking about? I thought that was common sense. Oh my god, this lawsuit. Oh my fucking god, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about, bro. Mary is absolutely cooked. Oh my fucking god, what are we talking about? Bro, we are talking about is this a fucking joke, my nigga? Is this a fucking joke? I can't commit crime now? No shit, Sherlock. That's common sense, dumbass. Like, oh, yeah. I could just do shit because I can. No, you have to buy Law and Order, dipshit. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, this is just helping the lawsuit. This is just helping the fucking lawsuit. Fucking lawsuit. And my daddy's just standing right here. And he's listening to all of this and not thinking about the lawsuit. He should have shut this down so fucking sooner, my nigga. Oh my god, he should have shut this down immediately. Did he even know? Hold up, y'all. This is a new thought that never crossed my mind, even before I even thought of this shit. Did Jasper even know that Mary killed a nigga for this? No, what the fuck is going? No, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm wondering, what the fuck did Mary do? Cause this might be on some batshit crazy shit. Oh god. Gaslighting your boss, your co-workers, even your pet yourself to surpass murder and monopolize murder and replace everyone and your loved ones with biometric people. That shit would go crazy on a lawsuit. Holy. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. That shit's crazy for a lawsuit, my nigga. Pretty much, for now, you're in a legal limbo where you're either in a person or object, which practically bars from you from entering a court of law. Yeah, basically. If that's top tier writing right there. If that's top tier writing right there. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the peak that's gonna happen. Pretty much. Yep. This loophole isn't gonna be gonna last forever, of course. At some point, they're bound to reach a decision, and ideally, we'll find irrefutable proof that your humanity before that happens. However, for the time being, it should be more than acceptable to compare for us. Wait, no, to comprise, not compare, to comprise for us. But no, compromise. Damn it, to compromise for us. He should have just done that from the beginning. If he was if he was an AI, he wouldn't have done that dumb shit, huh? I bet that's gonna be the point of law. His mistakes are gonna be, oh, that's the proof of his humanity. Cause only stupid niggas would do that shit. Like, deadass. Only stupid niggas would be thinking and doing that shit. Oh. Hey. Hey. That's why Mary said nobody could sue you other than the other day. Suddenly, the other day. Suddenly, the things yelled at you that the officers yelled at you earlier make a lot more sense. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. From the lawyer's aspect, you could chalk that up to due negligence. But at the same time, the family involved is in the picture as well. And like, depending on how that goes, I don't think this shit can end well. On just one what if. Again, that family court, and that's on, well, oh god, that family is the biggest what if in this fucking story, man. Oh god! Yeah, the parents are, with how the religious the parents were from the background context that y'all finna see later. Ooh, y'all finna see that shit. You're not sure how to feel about the situation, but right now the thought of avoiding jail or your questionable conduct are somewhat reassuring. That's a quite liberal interception of the fact that you just shared. That's a quite liberal interception. Oh, wait. Introspection? Yeah, introspection of the facts you just shared, Dr. Shelley. Leave it to the Drake to not be convinced by Mary's words. Just because you can't be prosecuted doesn't mean that you won't. Type shit! Like, homie, you're a brand name as well. MC don't think in the 5D chess way. Until those morons at Congress decide otherwise, your scientists over there are completely... your synthetics over here... Wait, yeah, your synthetic over there is company property. And to be fair, he is using company money as well throughout this entire exchange. Which means that we're the ones who end up paying for the mess he made. That would be correct. If you assume that Neko is just another AI whose faults can be attributed solely to awful programming and the likes. However, at this very motion under the intense debate, if there's even a chance that synthetics are living beings and their decisions are entirely theirs, and the court cannot argue in good faith that we are to blame to any damage they cause. That is also true. Like given the situation at hand, shit is insane. Which means until they can decide the definition, we're entirely in the clear. That loud exhale came out of the dark nostrils as he rivals in the information that is presented to him. Please, You can't seriously believe that. Please, please, what exactly? I've answered your query. I've answered your every question. Worked through every problem you brought up. What's more? Oh, what could you possibly want more from me? Mary's words seemed to agitate Jasper a great deal. Before he could even, before he could even know it, the dragon once again, ready to blow up onto you. What I want is for you to face reality for a goddamn second. Do you really think you could keep on playing this dangerous game forever without any fear of consequences? At this point in time, all these debates you mentioned, in the end, the customers will figure out the truth or will simply reach a conclusion if you continue to cling on to denial. And the truth is that you're full of shit. This whole project is, and you know it. Oh my, like honestly, coming from his perspective, I see where he's coming from. Mary quite literally committed homicide just to prove her scientist. Infatuation is right. I was blanking on the word for a second. All you're doing is setting the stage for a new Kronos, and that's a worldwide disaster, and we won't recover from it. Background information, Kronos is a rogue AI. Oh wait, no, never mind. Yep. For those who've never seen the TikToks and haven't caught up, Kronos is a rogue AI that, try to launch nukes on everyone. And I swear, we're fast-tracking to this shit low-key. Jokes. Jokes. All jokes. I swear to you. You might be this company's best researcher, but even you can't bring people back from the dead. And sooner or later, you realize it's not real people in the shy of. It's not only real people in those shiny carcasses. You can keep digging up. Keep digging up. It's better for us all. Wait, dredging up, not digging up. It's not carcasses. You keep dredging up, but it's for its all. Excuse me. Oh my god! Honestly, this is just a lawsuit waiting to happen, and they let this shit slide. That's insane. That insult you heard just now was so offensive, even your better judgment can't stop you from visibly reacting. As your self-righteous impulses begin to take over, you make it as if to approach the arrogant CEO of your own position and ready at your first side. At the moment, however, you find yourself in the way by Mary, who's sporting perhaps an even angrier look in her eyes than you do. Well, someone likes to hear himself talking, but I think we've all heard more than enough. I know you're looking for reasons to burn this project to the ground, but you won't find any here. I'm far more prepared than you think I am. Until we prove once and for all whether synthetics are real people or not, you can keep all your unrequisite, unnecessary and unimportant opinions to yourself. I'm sure it will be able to work just fine without them. A brief uncomfortable silence follows between the scientist's hateful rant. For a moment, it feels like anything could happen now, for better or for worse. Any further issues you'd like to bring up to my attention? At the spot of Mary's vein, threatening to bust on the Drake's face, including many that you didn't expect to know exist until today. Yeah, I definitely pinpointed why I love Mary a lot. She's rocking the same way Dr. Eggman is, besides the hands. I'm gonna be so real. Like, you can't deny. Dr. Eggman has hands, but his love for Metal Sonic is the same way. Like shit's crazy, man. The fe- you fear as you fear that his reply to his subordinates' aggressive remarks might just be loud enough to make you who enough to make me enough to make the whole ceiling crumble on top of you. And yet, right as your fears are the worst to grow nigh unbearable, no, not yours anyway. Before you know it, Jasper's muzzles appear right before you, before your own, having somehow departed past the stunned scientist. In a low yet deeply disturbing voice, compared to the one and he yelled at with you with you just now, he addressed you with for a final time. Listen, synthetic. I don't know what lunatic you might you who told you what that lunatic might have told you. I don't care. Up until now, uh, until proven otherwise, you are a representative of Pandora, and you will behave as such now and from now on, and whether you like it or not. With what you do with your time and the money we throw at you in this fumbling disaster of a project is none of my concern. But if you ever cause trouble for us again, there will be consequences. Is that clear? I thought of decking this man right in the nose. Once again pops into my mind. Given everything he said, both you and your friend did certainly given everything he said, both you both you and your friends, it certainly wouldn't be reminisce. But in the end, you can't deny he's right. At the very least, on one thing, you do represent Pandora now in one way or another, or at the or at least Mary and her team and the other synthetics are in a truck. Trudgel. Wait, Truddle? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Wait, Turtle? Truggle? Fuck it, damn it. My attempts are going nigh without confirmation. Truggage?
Tutelage.
Tutelage. Fuck. I was thinking turtle. Damn it. And the other syntax in her tutelage. Other than out of respect for this tiny speck of truth within these words, you concede to his point in resignation. Crystal clear, sir. Jasper's eyes widened for a moment, as though he genuinely didn't expect as a subdued reaction from you. But that could have easily been a trick a trick of the light, as his expression turned to normal immediately. Good. Well then, all due respect. Without another word, the Drake quietly turns around with a with a starting he and start heading to the door. It almost hit Mary with his shoulder on the way out, though the cat dodges to the side at the same time. Just in time. You think for a moment. It was the worst has passed, but that means when you hear his voice the final time, he opens. Wait, god damn it! But it's when you hear his voice the final time as he opens the door. And Dr. Shelley, don't think for a second that this is over. Jasper leaves his room as rudely as he entered it. His long tails linger in the doorframe for a while, but even that vanishes before long. Even though the dragon's gone, you can still feel the sheer weight of the world hanging on your shoulders. An encounter you won't soon forget. After taking a breath, Mary finally takes a verbatim iceberg in the room. Wait, breaks the vertebral iceberg in the room. God, what a nuisance. No, who does he think he is? Though still, a little shocked from what transpired, Natalie still steps up to entertain the irritated feline. The feline's rhetorical question. Rhetorical question. The CEO? You know, the guy who's paying our bills? Nah, that's the HR department's job. The CEO's just the guy who fires people at will. Ew! She out here cracking jokes for real. How's that an improvement? Relax. He's never gonna fire me. He'll say that out loud, but I'm way too valuable to this company to get rid of. What? What about me? The cat pretends to think about the question for a few seconds, and then a large grin already plastered to her face. I guess I can see why you're scared now. Mary! No, the cat tries to laugh everything off, as if it were not consequence to her doubts and remain. Wait, to your doubt remain. Wait, your doubt remains. I'm out here skipping words. God damn it. Could you be serious for once, Mary? Natalie's right. Be worried. The CEO of your company. Can you really blame us for being scared? Wait, he's the CEO of your company. Can you really blame us for being scared? Especially right after what happened? Mary quiets down for a moment, likely wondering how to best answer you. Look, there are no reasons for either you to panic. Jasper might be the CEO in charge, and I'm in the project. Wait, I'm in charge of the project. Wait, Jasper might be the CEO, but I'm in charge of the project. Yeah. If he wants to even lay a finger on you, he has to wait for my express approval first. And he needs to say that there's... And needless to say, that's never gonna happen. At the end of the day, he's just a pissy snake with a poisonous tongue and ego. With a poisonous tongue and an ego too big to fit in his head. That's until the court documents hit your table, and that's when... just wait until people march down your doorstep with pitchforks and fire in hand. Homie, she does not know about the butterfly effect, I guess. That's not the point. It's just... I guess I feel like you're going out of your way to make him your enemy. Like there has to be some way of dealing with this situation without escalating. Like you did, right? You got him to leave for now. Oh, true. But next time, the next time he comes for Nako, for you or Nako, I'm sure he's surely even more relentless than his approach. There's no matter of way of getting him to leave us alone. Mary takes another breath as she shakes her head, unconvinced. Look, the guy's got a stick up his backside bigger than any building you've seen. He acts how you've seen how he acts when he believes when he's right. I'm already pushing my limits on docking him. Wait, on docking him on the snout every time he shows up. But you can't expect me to treat him any better than that. Yeah, that is true. Like, at the end of the day, he can still fire her ass. Like, he still has that power. Or, well, doesn't have ways to, you know, fuck Mary over. I'm gonna be real. Like, she does have a leash on him. I mean, the other way around. He does have a leash on her. Like, shit's crazy. The Labrador looks stunned and dejected, unsure of whether to press the issue any further with a superior or not. Seeing her struggle this badly, you decide to interject in the discussion once more, trying to sound a little bit more confident than before. I understand where you're coming from, Mary, but Natalie's right. You are completely unconfrontational back there. Wait, you're pretty confrontational right back there. There I go, saying the opposite of what I mean again. Huh? You think so too? You silently nod, hoping the Labrador will pick up where you left off. Yeah, I mean, I get that there's bad blood between you two. And there's all those jabs and insults. Really necessary? Maybe not, but I couldn't care less either way. Hey, sometimes it do be to a breaking point for real. Type shit, Steven. But welcome back. Oh, shit, we're at 626. God, I forget how long these fucking chapters are. Holy. We're gonna be here for a while. This VN month might turn to a VN month. Either that or I might just read this shit off stream. Again. And just turn some shit into a YouTube video. And just make some fucking clips and highlights. The self-righteous bloodhound has been a pain in my ass, well, for as long as he's been here. Always meddling where he shouldn't be, always throwing wrenches in my plans. The way I see it, it's petty revenge where I can't, it doesn't hurt, especially, I can get it doesn't hurt, especially if it lasts, if I can get the laughs out of it. But like, she killed a nigga. She killed a nigga, if we're being real. From a third party perspective, she killed someone. And that incident sent everything lower. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Okay, no, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, jamming out again. God damn it. But that's... Natalie makes it as if to say something, but her face tells you that she's too worried to openly speak her mind. Seems like Mary's the only one in the room who's genuinely unafraid of contradicting her superior. But perhaps you could do something about that. But if the problem is just between you and Jasper, I understand. But if you got the whole team under you, and you've unknowingly dragged them into this mess, the more conflict worsens, the more unnerved your colleagues are gonna feel. And what if something were to happen because of all of this? Think of it, Natalie. Think of it, Natalie, and think of Natalie and the others. Mary, are they really worth less than a few laughs you can get out of Jasper? The doctor makes as if to make a rebuke, but ultimately stops herself just in time in the end. Only a faint sigh escapes her lips. Alright, I get it. If nothing I say as a wait, what? I'll say, to assure your fears, never mind, my dumbass. To assure your fears, I promise to not cut down on this. I promise to cut down on sass a little. At least a little break-hearted fools around. At least while that break-hearted fools around. At least while the break-hearted fools around. Ah, goddamn. Unless he starts threatening you guys under my nose again. It's on. Even when Mary's trying to be serious, she can't help but stop trying to be funny. Even when her own detriment, it seems. Even at her own detriment, it seems. You have no idea what the feline will hold faith to in her promise. And neither does Natalie. However, her resolve to protect you no matter what, seems more than genuine. Perhaps there's some hopes. Perhaps there's some hope that she'll take your worries at heart at all. While Natalie decides to use the moment to calm to restore the semblance of order in the room, you decide the opportunity to ask a couple of questions to the doctor. Regardless, I don't understand how somebody like that could even be allowed to work here. I get that he's the CEO and stuff, but I never imagined he'd be so arrogant and harsh. Not to mention a blatant disbelief of his own product. Why would someone like that oversee the project like this, you wonder? Because there's money and legal aspect. And I'm gonna be so real. He goes down, low-key, he goes down the tank with this. Because he funded the entire thing. Either that or Mary takes all the blame and that's it. That could be an option. Considering he's been against, I think he might still stay as CEO, but I think he might get fired. And that's my prediction. Well, you wouldn't be surprised to hear that a part of the reason why he's CEO is because of his grandfather is Pandora's majority shareholder. Like all the big races, this one was rigged from the start. You're kidding, right? So he gets to act as he pleases just because his grandfather is a big shot? To be fair, if I was the grandfather, I'd be acting the same way. Like, if Jasper's acting like that, his grandfather must be acting hard ass. You're kidding, right? So, yep. As I said, it's only a part of the reason why he got where he did. As much as it pains me to admit it, that Drake is pretty skilled when it comes to managing business. He might be younger than most CEOs out there, but he's got even bigger understanding of mathematics and economics and geopolitics than the most experts I've ever met. On top of that, this lordly attitude is perfect for tossing other businessmen and politicians around. Like he was practically born for the job, and that's my man! And that's my man! That dragon's my man! I need him! Under my belt, under any position, I don't care! Oh my god! Fuck, man! That guy's good. I'll give him that. He inherited a pretty big mess. When he first started working at Pandora 10 years ago. It's only thanks to his leadership that the company is still in one piece. He's by all means irreplaceable. Wow, that's a hefty amount of praise for a man that you can't even stand. It's not praise, it's the truth. Jasper may be an asshole, but when it comes to what he's doing, he most of the time, but he knows what he's doing most of the time. In the end, all that matters in life, all that matters in life is at the very least, company, and at the very least, that this company is our results. Pretty sure I read that shit wrong, but fuck it, reball. Both me and Jasper are well aware of that, hence why we're still both working here in spite of our unique presidences. Predisposits? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that wrong, but fuck it. Be sure I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Predispositions.
Nope, never mind. I'm not about to pronounce that. I'm cooked. That one got me cooked. Fuck it. Disposition. No, predispositions. Never mind. I got it. Your boy just can't read and think at the same time like that. Can't help but get sucked in. Predispositions. A sound explanation, as if you've ever heard one. Even though not entirely pleasant. After all, knowing why Jasper can act like that doesn't make you any less angry about his behavior. Still, what about this thing? What about the thing he said to me? I'm gonna be real. Coming from Jasper's perspective, just for me to break off to a side tangent real quick, I understand. This legal battle would be insane to fight against. Like, this shit is fucking hammering. What things? Come on. You know what I'm talking about. The way he dismissed synthetics as glorified toasters, as sheer competent as he showed the project, everyone working on it, and the way he treat you as nothing more than a hack. Like, I'm gonna be so real, from some perspectives, this does seem like a speaking from delusion aspect. If I was in any of their positions, not as a synthetic, I would not be taking that option. That shit looks insanity to me. I'm gonna be so real, like, that shit looks cool, that shit looks nice, but that shit's insane coming from a legal standpoint, or well, from a sane person standpoint. To be fair, I do be low-key Delulu 24/7, so I can't talk at times. I get that he hates you and you can't stand each other, but it's definitely not comforting, in the very least, knowing that this man is in charge of this company. It is clearly hostile towards your existence, towards your very existence. Noticing that sad look on your face, Mary tries to console you in the very best she can. Look, Jasper's opinions are complicated and pretty stupid, if I do say so myself. To this day, I can't think of a single time he was appreciative of anything I did. He is the most hardline centurion I've ever seen. I mean, I've literally come up with a cure for death itself, and he's still pissed at it. I've convinced he's hated pretty much everything and everyone. What the fuck are we talking about, girl? Like, I'm playing devil advocate here. This is just a lawsuit waiting to happen. You're quite literally telling me I'm going to die and get put in this clanker without confirmation. If I can't see my physical consciousness get uploaded to that clanker, I just think that's a dead nigga's cloning AI. Just a dead nigga cloning AI. let me be real. She cannot see the grand picture. Everything including this project, and everyone including you. But why? I get that me causing that fight in the public earlier didn't exactly improve his mood, but you hear Mary sigh in defiant as she has a shake as she shakes her head. Look, here's my advice. Is stop thinking about that, dumbass. and his lousy claims. I stopped trying to figure him out long ago. And I've never saw the point of doing that to begin with. Don't worry about him now. Or what you did this morning. You're just an innocent bystander wrapped up in a mess that had nothing to... Fuck you mean? What are you talking about? Wrapped up in a mess you had nothing to do with? I feel like getting involved with the cops does matter if you're someone trying to integrate back into society as someone who died from cancer. That's my opinion. But like maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, my nigga. Like what the fuck are we talking about? You don't have to involve yourself with the silly little internal dispute. Let me handle all the complicated stuff here, alright? Easier said than done, for sure. In spite of all of Mary's promises, you honestly doubt your worries will disappear overnight. Wait, overnight like that? You still want to know more about what's going on. About Jasper and this company, but at the same time, all of these discussions and explanations have thoroughly exhausted you for the time being. And besides, maybe Mary's right. Maybe this really isn't your war to fight. Maybe maybe it would be really best for you to be shoved this awful encounter with Jasper to the back of your mind and portrayed that you never have to relive it. Damn it, my water running out. I should have refilled my drug. Just like you did with the rest of your haunting memories. Alright, I trust... Guys? All of a sudden, Natalie beckons for your attention. I really didn't mean to interrupt, but... It's starting to get kind of late. Huh? What do you mean? It's only... The doctor grabs the tablet, she always carries in her coat, and turns it on, and she clearly sees... she clearly seems surprised to be surprised. Her, as well as her, Annie, as well as her Annie, annoy her. Not dyslexia strikes again. 4:45 already? Wait, 4:45 already? I couldn't help myself. My bad. How in the world did we lose so much time? We still need to recognize all the data. Yeah, recognize all the data we gathered this morning. Not to mention, there's a train that I need to catch in less than an hour. And afternoon events were so draining. You completely forgot about your plans for this evening. To return home for starters. I haven't even bought a ticket yet. I was hoping you could teach me how to do that on my own. You're not the only one, kid. Ugh, so annoying. I'm so sorry we took so long, Nako. I'm pretty sure I would really like to teach you a couple things before we left out, but it seems like all of a sudden you hear the canine is stepping forward. Once again, a more confident in her smile. Don't worry, Mary. I'll help Nako get home. After all, assisting him is my duty now. And not like you need me around to do so. Oh, all that data re-elaboration stuff anyway, right? You're right. I don't. That actually works out pretty well, Nats. I know I could count on you for this. Natalie giggles happily to herself while Mary turns to face you. You don't mind if that takes over for me, right? You mean a handler or in general? You mean a handler or in general? The doctor cracks a laugh at your playful jab, seemingly rather pleased at your enthusiasm. Come on now. I know you can't get rid of me that easily. Just look at Jasper. He's been trying to do that for a whole decade now. Very well then. I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to figure out your return trip on your own. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, talk to you tomorrow. The cat waves you a playful goodbye as she leaves, leaving you and Natalie behind. At once, it was just the two of you in the room. Alright then, I guess I should start heading out. I can't afford to waste any more time while I can still have time to catch the train. I'm out here fucking up. Right. Do you have to now? Wait, do you know how? No, out here fucking up on the line. Leave? Yeah. I'm pretty familiar with this place already. The last couple of weeks in here taught me all I needed to know. Turn left at the exit, and a second on the door, on the hallway, and then the elevator I go. Wow, not even I know this place that well. Still, I get lost sometimes. Every time as much as I try to get, as much as I try to go to the bathroom. God, I'm trying to crunch it as much as we can, man. We're getting close to Bubsy and we're not even at the end of the fucking chapter. Fuck. But I'm quickly figuring out where every office and every room in the building is now. By accidentally stumbling onto them while I'm looking for the toilet, that is. Anyway, I'm trying to run my office real quick to begin with. Setting up with the wires and connections. This shouldn't take more than a few minutes to roll out. I hope you don't mind the quiet until then. It's fine, I'll manage. Thanks for everything, Nats. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Bye! And talk to you soon. Goddamn. Peak ass OST once again. Alright, let's see. Here's what it is. We can hopefully finish up this chapter by the time we get to chapter 2. Or maybe not, I'm not even sure what the fuck if we even get chapter indications at this point. Is what it is. I'm gonna just assume we're still at chapter 1. After waving each other goodbye, the two of you head into your separate directions. Before you know it, you're already outside the building, set for new relay, a train station once more. All the while, your head feels more and more like a jumbled mess. Though your troubles would be over as soon as Arthur got out of your life. But that you managed to that you maimed the dragon that had but that man, a dragon, just had come around. Yes, my man. That man dragon being Jasper. I can't wait to re-add him back to the peg list with the new picture. 3.0 on the way. Jasper, what a scary guy he turned out to be. He seemed irritated by my presence alone, and the way he talked to me like that was nothing more than an appliance. Should he be more enthusiastic about me getting given everything the company has given for this project to allow me to exist? Or keep existing, rather? But, like, homie's not really thinking about the legal implications and the, you know, financial debt he's going into this. Because, like, if I was him, I'd be pissed too. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe he's just upset of all the cash that he has to shell over Mary's invention. Maybe, and like any stereotypical CEO would be. But I feel as if it's not that simple. Something else seemed to bother him when he spoke to me, when we spoke earlier until now. Oh, for that I know, until now I know for certain. I should probably steer clear from him. At least it wasn't all that bad. I may have made a new enemy, but I've also made new friends. Perhaps not the one I envisioned, but I could just be the ones I need, right? Hey there, kept you waiting, huh? Sorry about that. The lab took an embarrassing amount of time to set up. You stumbled in an oh goddamn, I got distracted by the OST again. You stumbled into your next steps as a familiar voice suddenly booms in your ears without notice. Without making a fall to the right of the sidewalk in the process. Nat? You could warn me next time. You do that, please. You almost gave me a heart attack. Oh no. I didn't do that again, did I? Sorry about that. It happens all the time when I try to call Mary or the other co-workers. Oh god, indeed. Oh god, no indeed. Anyways, I finally got access to your GPS system. I can plan your route home from here. And teach you how to set up yourself while we're at your place. Oh my fucking god, I just wonder, is it because of the MC more legal implication in the government gets involved? Because like, now I think about it, if the MC wants to be more human, wouldn't he want his right to privacy since he's getting tracked? Oh, that would be crazy. Sounds good. You immediately consider using the same form of public transformation to get around the town faster. But you're quick to discard that idea. You quickly learned your lesson from this morning. Communicating in your current state isn't going to be very fun for anyone involved. So sooner you can get back home to Bloomberg, the better. And you have no intention of getting sought by anyone again. Yeah, sounds good, I guess. In that case, let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Damn! Hey! I'll never get tired of this song. Oh my fucking god. God, I hate how my face tracking can't keep up sometimes. I wonder. Hold up. I might do a little thing. It might kill my computer a bit. Oh, nope, got to find that fucking file. God damn it. Okay, will this work? You began journeying homeward, treading the same path as this morning in reserve, as the rosy hues illuminate the way forward from above. Adeline was quick to suggest a more scenic path, though. The livelier side of town. A livelier side of town. But soon got shot down at the idea. Too many avenues to do that sort of thing. Go horribly wrong, you'd reckon. This road suits you far more, at the moment. Not only the fastest to the station, it's only the most peaceful and quiet at this hour of the day. So you grew up in this town called Bloomberg? What's that like? Not counting the exuberant Labrador. Pretty sure I said that wrong, but fuck it, we ball. The exuberant? Yeah, fuck it, now it's bothering me.
Exuberant.
Oh, exuberant. Alright, say less. Exuberant Labrador. Or on the phone with you, of course. It's alright, I guess. It's just an old town like any other. Well, some sights that you would appreciate after a screaming match you had to endure chatting with Natalie along the way. It doesn't displease you. It's all that displeasing either. Not me fumbling again. Damn. She says defiantly as much. Better conversation. She's a much better conversationalist than Arthur was. That's for sure. She was extent to learn about. She was extent to learn about you as anything from what she looks. God damn, now I'm out here skipping words again. Need to breathe. We only got like 6 minutes left. Fuck. I could just say fuck it and skip to Bubsy. Nah, she's definitely a much better conversationalist than Arthur. That's for sure. Just as she's excited to learn about you, as she does about anything else. From the looks of things. I see. Isn't Bloomberg 2 hours away from here? I guess that explains why you need to take the train. How about about 2 hours by car, yeah. But with the Mac train, it's only 30 minutes or so. Oh, cool. Are you excited to be heading back? I don't know about that. I mean, Bloomberg is a town. It's a town nothing to get excited about. If that's what you're asking. But that's a place like any other. With nothing novel than extraordinary about it. Right? It's just a place you happen to be born in. Pretty much. It kind of sucks to say that out loud, but... Oh no, it's fine. I totally get that. But in that case, I enjoy your time here in New Relay so far. I know you barely just arrived and all, but not counting the weeks you spent at our HQ. But trust me, it's the coolest place on Earth. For sure. That I know of anyway. Right. Sure you've been on. You're sure you've been a little biased? Maybe. I mean, I guess I have a soft spot for everything high-tech and modern. Plus, I do sorta live here now and everything. Oh, so you've moved here? Where did you come from before? All of a sudden, your canine assistant is unusually quiet. It takes her a few seconds to answer your innocent question. Oh, Washington, D.C.? Well, that's interesting. You didn't expect her to mention... You didn't expect her to mention an important... as the capital as the United States. So enthusiastically. Very unlike her. At least from what little you gathered so far. Let me guess. You didn't really like your hometown either. After a brief sigh of resignation, Natalie finally unlocks a little. Yeah, I didn't like it. The atmosphere of the people at all. Too stiff, too harsh, too fake. The city or in general. I didn't like that kind of environment. And I didn't like that. And I didn't like what was, what, I didn't like what it was doing to me. So I looked at the first chance I got and fled as far away as I ever could. Never looked back since. Sounds like he has a lot more to unpack than just her luggage upon arriving here. As much as she's trying to play along, it's as clear it's that clear. Wait. It's clear that she's not very unhappy about to talk about her past. God damn. Damn it! Fuck. That's on me. For me sagging behind on my reading. Swear, I read a lot more faster than my head. But it's time. There's no one sort of D-side battery in the story yet? Nah, fam. That comes out like, what? Later on? These chapters are just long as shit. Oh, damn. But y'all know the deal. Y'all know the vibe. I'ma be real. I'ma be right back. Cause like, I'm